It's important for first-year students to really work with a context when they're applying the skills that they see, when they're reviewing or researching case studies in particular, because I've personally found over the years it's less and less effective to tell people why things are important or even show them. They kind of need to experience it themselves and develop sort of an intrinsic motivation for why they're learning what they're learning. And case studies are actually a fairly low overhead way of allowing students to have experiential learning where they get to go through a case study or do some research on their own and actually apply the skills we've been telling them about in class and showing them and saying, these are important. You don't really believe it until you see it in action for yourself. And it's a really, I'd say, low risk way for students to experience those things.
I think working with real companies and having real deliverables helps students because it shows what they're likely to be asked to do once they leave the program that they're in. I think we as faculty members, we try and create assignments that can be done in a week or 2 weeks, are relatively straightforward to assess, where a real project for a real firm, they don't build it to be assessed in a way that we assess completeness and correctness at the academic level. So you get a shorter, in some sense, a shorter deliverable. They only want a one-pager instead of a 5-page report. They want graphics instead of, a bunch of other things that we may pile on to hit so many assessment points in an assignment. So it helps faculty members too, like, are we preparing students in the right way in how we structure assignments for what they're doing? So I think it helps both sides. It helps the students understand this is what you're going to do in working for a company such as this, and it helps faculty maybe temper some of their assignments to be a little more realistic as they move forward.